having Kenice and John on the same page, moving up, stealing the bag, I think that was probably the biggest part of the at-bat, other than putting the ball in play. Because if they're standing on first and second, game's not over right there. So seeing them move up and get in the scoring position, both of them. On deck, I was sitting there. I saw, not even on deck, in the hole, I saw Conti coming up to the plate, and I go, well, this game's coming to me. If we're going to win this game, it's going to be me. So I had to get in the right mental state right there on the hole. And then Conti gets on with the hit by pitch, and then side comes up, and then, I'm sitting there on deck. I go, it's going to come down to me. So then I get in there, they steal the bags, and then the rest is history right there.
Yeah, like through that last at-bat, we have talked about different defensive positionings and our guys at second base. If they are runners and they're confident in what they're doing, they have the ability to move one up. And we had a guy that's confident in his base running abilities, and he saw the perfect calculation of what he needed to do, and he took a huge risk that not many people are going to take, but that was the guy on our team that would take it. And we had a guy on the backside paying attention, and it worked out to move those guys into scoring position. If there was one guy to be up in that spot with the conditions that were there today, it was him, because he hits the ball hard, he can put it on the ground, and just the fact of having that senior that has been there before, the veteran leadership up in that spot, the moment isn't going to overcome him, and he was able to stay calm and found his patented three-hole there.
This past week we've been stressing, playing together, and if we're going to, at one point, if we were going to make it into the tournament and be successful, we're going to have to be together and play as a unit. And we stress the us part of the team. And JP brought us in, and he was saying how, hey, he didn't have the best start, but he's going to give us everything he's got the rest of the way out. And he kind of lit a fire under us and got the team going.
I think it was just a culmination of having time and time again, seeing ourselves being in a better position than we ended up being in, and we just didn't act to get to that position. So we just kind of laid back and thought it was going to come to us instead of going and getting it. And this weekend, it was backs against the wall. You go into game one, and you essentially know in the back of your mind, if you don't win, you could not make the tournament, or you could flip it over and not be less than a 3 seed if you win. And we had finally some leaders step up. There wasn't much said from the coaching staff in that dugout. There were leaders that stepped up, brought the team together and said, hey guys, let's go. And I think they're finally realizing internally, hey, we're good enough to do this. We got to get in the right mindset, and we just got to be for each other. And that's what they did all weekend, and they were never out of it. Yeah, when you can enter your first year as a head coach with that many older guys, it makes it a little bit easier in terms of, you've coached them for 4 years, so you don't need to reteach anything. They can teach the younger guys that are below them. So it's a lot of internal teaching going on, which is going to be something that's truly going to be missed. We're going to have to create it with the upcoming classes. But these guys, from where they started to where they are, it was unbelievable, the maturation process in them, both on the field and off the field.